day, viewers. Thank you for joining me. Still on GCE 2024 Objective Test 1, November, December. This is further mathematics. In my previous video, I've solved question 1 to 5. With us here is question 6 and 7. Let's look at how we can solve this question before us. We'll solve up to 10 as far as we can. Let's look at how we can handle this. Question 6 read. Solve 4 bracket open 2 power 2x bracket close minus 33 bracket open 2 power x close the bracket plus 8 equal 0. Let's look at how we can handle this. If we look at this very well, this is exponential equation. Let's look at how we can solve it. Let's write down the solution here. We have 4 bracket open 2 power solution to 6 now 2 power 2x close the bracket minus 33 into 2 power x plus 8 equals to 0. If we observe this critically, we have 2 power x here. This 2 power 2x, we can write it as 2 power x all in power 2 using one of the laws of indices. If we have a power m times n is the same as a power m all in power n, or is the same as a power n all in power m. They mean the same thing. So it means in place of this, we can replace it so that we can have 2 power x, 2 power x. That's the n. Very important. So this will be 4 into 2 power x all in power 2 minus 33 bracket open 2 power x plus 8 will be equals to 0. Very important. At this point, we have 2 power x here. We can easily say let y be equals to 2 power x. Very important. It means anywhere we see 2 power x here, we'll replace it with 2 power, we'll replace it with y. So this will be, this will now be 4. In place of this 2 power x, we'll put y. That will be bracket open y all power 2 minus 33 bracket open. In place of this 2 power x, we'll replace it with what? Y. Plus 8 will be equals to 0. Very important. Let's clear the bracket. 4 times y squared. That will be 4y squared minus 33 times y. That's 33y plus 8 will be equals to 0. Next thing to do is to factorize. Can we factorize this? Yes. Let's see if we can factorize. We multiply the first time by the last time. That's 32. What are the two factors of 32? That can give us 33. That will be 32 and 1. Okay, 1 has to be they have to be negative. Okay, that's negative 32 and negative 1. If you multiply it, you get 32. Negative 1 times negative 32 will be 32. So the two factors are 32 minus 32 and minus 1. So this will be 4y square minus 32y minus y now plus 8 will be equals to 0. We are trying to factorize now. So we can group this. Let's group this and factor out. Very important. Let me remove the question so that we can have space here. What is common here between this is 4y. So we have 4y out, bracket open, 4y squared divided by 4y will be left with y minus 32y divided by 4y. That will be 8. We close the bracket. What is common here is just minus 1 into y minus 8 will be equals to 0. You realize that what we have inside the bracket are the same. We pick what we have outside the bracket. That will be 4y minus 1 all in bracket, then y minus 8 all in bracket will be equals to 0. Very important. Let me move here. Let me leave this assumption. Next is either 4y minus 1 is equals to 0 or y minus 8 is equals to 0. So 4y minus 1 is 0 or y minus 8 will be equals to 0. We collect like times. We have 4y will be equals to 1. Divide both sides by 4. Y now will be equals to 1 over 4, or we bring this 8 here, it will be y equals to 8. But that's not what we're looking for. Our assumption here, we say let y be equals to 2 power x. That's our assumption. We're looking for x. We're solving for x. So let me remove here so that I can use that assumption. When y is equals to 1 over 4, what will be our x? Meaning I'm replacing y here now with this 1 over 4. This will be 1 over 4 will be equals to 2 power x. This 1 over 4 is the center as 4 power 1 will be equals to 2 power x. This 4 power 1, the base here is 2. I can write 4 power 1 as 2 power minus 2 will be equals to 2 power x. At this point, we can divide through by 2. The base are the same. We equate the power x is minus 2. So the first solution, x is minus 2. Let's look at the next solution. When y is 8, when y is 8, what will be the value of x? We'll still use this assumption. When y is 8, we replace 8 here will be equals to 2 power x. Let me move here because of space. This 8, I can write 8 as 2 power 3 so that we'll have the same base on both the left hand side and the right hand side. This is 2 power x. The base are the same now. I'm free to equate the power. X now will be equals to 3. Finally, x now, the value of x, we have x, let's say this is x1. x1 is 2 minus 2, comma, let's say this is x2. x2 is 3. So, the correct option here is x is 2 minus 2 and 3. X is minus 2 and 3, which is option C. The correct option is option C to this question 6. Let's move to question 7 quickly. Let me clean here so that we can have enough space. Now, question 7 read, if m, which is given as minus 5 divided by 2, comma minus 1, comma minus 1 divided by 2 is the midpoint. The midpoint is given here of the line PQ, while the coordinate of P and Q are given as S, R and 0, 2 respectively. Find the coordinate of P. We're looking for what will be the value of this S and R. Very important. Let's write down the solution. We are having 2 points. Let me draw it this way. We are having point P and Q. The coordinate of P is given as S, R, and that of Q given as 0, 2. Then the midpoint, which is M now, is given as minus 5 divided by 2, minus half. This is the midpoint. So we have to use midpoint formula here because midpoint is given. Midpoint between two line segments, midpoint between 2 points is given as the midpoint between this line P, joining this line P and Q together is given as M into X, Y will be equals to X2 plus X1 divided by 2, Y2 plus Y1 divided by 2, all in square bracket. So this is the formula we are going to use. The midpoint here is given as minus 5 divided by 2, minus half. It means this will be our x1, y1, x2, y2. Very important because we are starting from P to Q. So the starting point will be P. Okay, let's substitute. In place of this, the midpoint, this side now is our midpoint, is giving us minus 5 divided by 2 comma minus half in bracket will be equals to x2. Our x2 is 0, that will be 0 plus. We find the average now. x1 is s divided by 2 comma y2 is 2 plus y1 is r divided by 2. Very important. It means this x is equals to x2 plus x1 divided by 2. Then this y is equals to y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So we can relate. What do I mean? Let me move here. It means minus 5 divided by 2 will be equals to 0 plus s divided by 2. Minus 5 divided by 2 will be equals to 0 plus s divided by 2. Since I'm almost through, I'm looking for the coordinate of p. So let me clean the question. I can have enough space. Looking for s and r. This point I can cross multiply. 2 times minus 5, that will be minus 10, will be equals to 2 times 0 is 0 plus 2 times s, that is 2s. This will be minus 10 will be equals to 2s. Let's divide both sides by 2 to find s. 2 here, 2 into 10 is 5. We'll have minus 5. So s, which is corresponding to x now, is minus 5. Let's solve for r. Minus half now. Minus half will be equals to 2 plus r divided by 2. At this point, we can cross multiply. 2 times minus 1, that will be minus 2, will be equals to 2 times the whole of this. It will be 2 into 2 plus r. Minus 2 now will be equals to 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2r. Our end is to find r. Let's collect that times. We have minus 2. This plus 4 crossing will be minus 4 will be equals to 2r. Minus 2 minus 4, that will be minus 6 will be equals to 2r. Let's divide both sides by 2. R now will be minus 6 divided by 2 will be minus 3. So the coordinate of P now, therefore the coordinate of P now will be minus 5, comma minus 3. This will be the coordinate of P at this point. Let's check which option is that. That will be option C. The correct option here is option C. So let's make progress. Let's move to question 8 quickly because of our time. And I don't want the video to be long. Let's move to question 8 and see what question 8 is all about. Let me write it here. Question 8 now. We are asked to find the range of values of x, find the range of which satisfy x squared less than 5x minus 6. This is from inequalities. Okay, let's look at how we can solve this. Let's write down the solution. This looks like quadratic equation. The only difference is the inequality sign. So we use the same procedure. Okay. The only thing is the final answer will not be the same. Let's rearrange this because quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Given that a will not be equals to 0, otherwise it will be linear. Very important. So let's rearrange this in this form. So we have x squared. This is plus, crossing this inequality sign, it will be minus 5x. This minus 6 crossing, it will be plus 6, must be less than 0 instead of equals to 0 now. Then can we factorize this? Let's check. Yes, 2 factors of 6 that can give us minus 5x, minus 3x, and minus 2x. So this will be x squared. In place of this minus 5, we'll replace the 2 factors now, which is minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 must be less than 0. So let's group it and factor out. Let's group this and factor. What is common here is x out into x squared divided by x will be left with x minus 3x divided by x be left with 3 plus the bracket. What is common here is minus 2 into 2x divided by 2 will be left with x minus 6 divided by 2, that will be 3 equals to 0. Very important. You realize that what we have in the bracket are the same. We pick what we have outside. That will be x minus 2 in one bracket, another bracket open. X minus 3 will be equals to 0, will be less than 0. Okay, so it means either x minus 2 is less than 0 or x minus 3 is less than 0. So x minus 2 less than 0, it means x will be less than what? We'll bring this to 2. That's the first solution, but this is not the final answer. Or x minus 3 less than 0, x now will be less than, we'll bring this 3, will be less than 3. If this is inequality, we'll stop here, because if this is normal equation, we'll have x as 2, then x as 3. But since this is inequality sign, we can't stop here. This is not the final solution. So let's represent this on number line and see the values of x that will satisfy this equation. So we have our number line as this. We start with these 2. We have 2 here, then we have 3 here. We have solid circle here, then we have another solid circle here. This arrow will go this way, then this 3 will go this other way. Very important. So the required values of x that will satisfy this are within this range here. Let me shade it. This will be the required value of x. Then it means, let's pick, if we pick value below these 2, what happened? So let's say we pick 1 and we pick any value that is maybe above these 3, let's say 4. Then we'll pick any value that is within this range. Let's say maybe 3 or 2. No, because this 2 is not included. Or let's say 1 point something, or let's say 2.5. Okay, let's say 2.5. If we pick 2.5, will it satisfy, because 0 is still below this? Okay, so let's do this test. This is what we call critical point. This could be the first solution. This is solution number 1, or we can represent it using set notation, but we have to test. Let's plug 1 and see into this equation here. 1, that will be 1 square. We are testing now when x is 1 now. 1 minus 5 into 1 plus 6. This is 1 minus 5 plus 6. This is minus 4 plus 6, which is 2. Is 2 less than 0? No. You see that it's not going to work. This one is not true when x is 1. Okay, let's test for 4 and see. When x is 4, what is going to happen? Okay, let's substitute. We are substituting into this now. That will be 4 all square minus 5, 4 into 4 plus 6. This is 16 minus 20 plus 6. 16 minus 20 is minus 4 plus 6, that's 2. Is 2 less than 0? No. So this will not still work. Very important. Okay, so it means the range is any number that is below these 2 and below any number that is above these 2 rather and below 3 will satisfy this equation. Let's check that minus 2.5, because minus 2.5 falls here. Let's check. Let's plug it. 2.5 all square minus 5 into 2.5 plus 6. Let's resolve it and see. 2.5 square is 6.25. 5 times 2.5, that will be minus 12.5 plus 6. Is it less than 0? Let's check. Let's add first. 6.25 plus 6, that's 12.5 minus 12.5. 12.5 minus 12.5, it will be 0 is not less than 0, but it will satisfy, because this will give us 0. Okay, so you realize that any number you pick within this, it will satisfy the condition. So the first solution is this, or we can write it as 2 less than x less than 3. It means x is must be greater than 2, but x must be less than 3. That's the range. That's why I said any number above these two, but 2 is not included, will satisfy the condition. And any number that is below 3, but 3 is not included, will satisfy the condition. Based on this question, the correct option is option A. Or we can write this using interval notation. This is the first solution, solution number 2. Solution number 3, we can write this as uh, 2, that's this 2 now, because this 2 is, the arrow of this 2 is going this way, that's to infinity. 2 comma infinity intersects, so it will be intersection because it lies within this. But if the arrow is this way, then the other one is this way, then we use union. Okay, we use union. But since the intersection is within this, that's why we are using intersection. Will be minus infinity. The reason is 3 is going this way to negative infinity now. Negative infinity not included, then 3 not included. So this will be the solution. This bracket means 2 is not included, positive infinity is not included, intersect negative infinity is not included, plus positive 3 is not included. So this will be the solution to this question 8. Thank you for watching. Let's make progress to question 9. As I said, we'll stop at question 10. Very important. Let me clean here so that we can move to 9. Question 9, let me write it here. We are asked to find the integral of 3x minus 1 power 4 with respect to x. Very important. This is from integration, and this is indefinite integral. Indefinite integral. So let's look at how we can integrate this. There are many ways, but let's use u substitution. We can say let u be equals to 3x minus 1. Then we differentiate this. Du with respect to x now. Du by dx will be equals to, we differentiate this 3x, we have 3. We differentiate this minus 1 is a constant, it will be 0. So we have only 3. Using general formula of differentiation now. If we have y equals to xn, dy by dx will be equals to, this n will drop down, it will be nx power n, the power will reduce by 1. That's what I did here. This x has a power of 1. Okay, so let's make the x the subject here. We cross multiply. Du now will be equals to 3 dx. So we divide both sides by 3. It means dx is du by 3. So let's substitute back. Let me take it here so that we can see it clearly. We'll have the integral of, in place of this now, we put u power 4 times dx now is nothing but du divided by 3. So we can factor out 1 over 3 out. So it will be 1 over 3, the integral of u power 4 du. When we integrate this, general formula of integration is, if we have y equals to x power n, the integral of this will be x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus the constant of integration. This is the general formula of integration. So we apply it here. We have 1 divided by 3 times u. We increase this power by 1. Use the power to divide, plus 1 now. So this will be 1 times the whole of this. It will be u power 5 divided by 4 plus 1 is 5 times 3, that's 15. But what was our u? We say u is 3x minus 1. So we substitute. Let me move here. But u is nothing but 3x minus 1. So we plug it into this. So we have 3x minus 1 power 5 divided by 15 plus the constant of integration. Plus the constant of integration. So the correct option here is option D. The correct option is option D. Very important. Let's move to the last question, which is question 10. And question 10 is direct. is from logical reasoning. Let me read the question. Question 10 now. Consider the following statement. X such that some farmers are rich, Y such that all rich people are happy. The question now says, which of the following statements is a valid conclusion? Option A, all rich people are farmers. Option B, all farmers are happy. Option C, some happy people are farmers. Option D, all happy people are farmers. So we have to look at the premises. Very important. Let me take it again. Consider the following statement. X such that some farmers are rich. Y now say all rich people are happy. So which of the following statement is valid conclusion? If you check A, all rich people are farmers, it's not true. If you check B, all farmers are happy, it's not true. If you check C, some happy people are farmers, that would be the correct answer because why now say all rich people are happy and some farmers are rich. So it means some farmers are what? Some farmers are happy. Very important. So the correct option to that number 10 is option C. Thank you for watching. Please do share this to your learned colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to TJ's Maths and Further Math Adventures for more interesting videos. In my next video, God's willing, we'll continue from question 11 to 40 as the case may be. Thank you for watching.